Away from the cities, there was a graveyard surrounded by thick bushes. Some pregnant women are seen wearing white clothes inside the cemetery. He has long hair and eyes as red as blood. The face is completely white and the feet are upside down. Suddenly a woman starts crying with a small girl in her arms. She starts staring at her baby girl and blood starts dripping from her eyes and starts falling on the face of the child. The eyes of the child open due to blood falling on the face. She says that my daughter has suffered a lot of pain. Now no one in this world will give you pain. After some time, it was the middle of the night. Robert was driving on a deserted road in the forest. Weather outside was very bad that he gets a phone call. Then he hears his mother's voice from the other side. Son Robert, you have admitted Olivia to the city hospital. Come soon, the doctor is telling the danger to the child's life. Don't know what happened to Olivia. That girl was lying on the hospital. Then the doctor immediately operated. Started speaking of Robert drives fast and reaches the city hospital. On going there, it is learned that Sunita has given birth to a daughter. Robert becomes happy that everyone is safe. As soon as he lifts his daughter in his lap, she starts looking at him smiling. Robert gets scared seeing her blood-filled eyes. But her mother tells her that what has happened. You feel suddenly shocked to see all this. Anyway, Olivia's delivery was still 1 month left, but look, everything went well. Robert repeatedly explains to the mother, but the mother does not believe it. After a while, Robert comes home and is sleeping in the room. Only then he feels that someone has strangled him. Robert gets scared and his sleep is fast because of the read. He thinks it is all a dream. As soon as he puts his hand on his neck, there's blood. After this incident, Robert gets very nervous and does not go to the hospital for 2 days. 2 days later, Olivia comes home from the hospital. At night, Olivia was fast asleep when she suddenly heard the baby cry. The sound of Robert wakes up. He wakes up Olivia. He thinks that the child is hungry. Then the child starts smiling at Robert and holds his hand tightly and says, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Papa, I want to drink milk. I want to drink your blood. Only that will satisfy my hunger." To Olivia and tells her to leave the room and don't come back here. She is not a child, she's a devil. Olivia also wakes up, but suddenly she sees Salsa roaming the cemetery there. Robert furiously tells her that you are dead. How can you come here? I'm not dead. You have killed me. Do you remember or have you forgotten? Salsa starts telling her story. How much I trusted you. I was a good orphan girl from the village. You took advantage of me being alone and orphaned. I was your entertainment for those 6 months when after 2 months of our marriage you came to know that if I'm pregnant then your color has changed. Overnight you left that village project and fled to the city. But I was also not going to give up. For the sake of my child, I started searching for your address. That's why Robert says that when I saw you in the city, I was scared. I was afraid that you would not tell all this to my family members, so I made a plan to remove you from the road at the rate of exposing myself. Then I started keeping an eye on you secretly. Somebody to me, I didn't want trouble when every night while you were crossing the road I deliberately hit my car and left you to die in the road and ran away with the car. Also starts crying and tells her that I'm sorry, Salsa. I did not know that you will become pregnant. I was already married. Starts crying loudly. Only then Robert's wife comes in front of him and asks him, "What are you saying? Who are you, Salsa? You have committed blood, Robert. I cannot stay in this house even for a moment." Salsa comes in front of him again. Robert apologizes to her with folded hands and asks for his daughter's safety. That's why Salsa tells him that she is not your daughter. I had killed her as soon as I had money. I have given birth to her. She is my daughter who has come to fulfill the responsibility of her mother. Looks like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Salsa and her daughter then attack Robert. The next day, Robert's body is recovered from his room.